Hey guys, so we are back. We're gonna make a bag. It's gonna be a front bag with like a shoulder strap and a couple of tabs with a little bit of hardware. So first thing you want to do is make sure all of your garments are frozen underneath. And then we're gonna add a rectangle as always right on the front here. So right there, and then I'm gonna use, you can search for leather under your fabric. It gives like a nice kind of weight to it. So I'm going to rotate that one. Let's bring that closer to the body, and then I'm gonna go Control C, Control B. And I made a couple copies of the fabric. So this one is a darker. It's just easier to see which is the straps and whatnot. So I'm gonna Control C, Control V this one. And then just sew this here. And we're gonna keep this frozen for a bit. And then select all of these and make sure they're on a higher layer. And I'll take this one and I'm gonna make a copy of that. I'm just gonna rotate that so that it has the same normals, and then just sew those together. And we're gonna freeze this one. So you can sew this to this edge, and then same with the bottom part. And, oh, what's happening? No, it's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go right here, right click, and then go to my simulation properties. I turned off my gravity for a bit, but I'm gonna go back to the default setting, which is negative 9800. So I'm going to activate that and then just fix the sewing. I'm just gonna do it by eye. I don't really symmetrize anything on bags just because there's always little asymmetrical parts. Sometimes on the front you can, but... Alright, so spacebar that again. That's good. So yeah, just get your bag to where you want it and it doesn't look too square. Oh, it's got really twisted up. I'm just going to maybe I'll just delete that for now. So the straps are looking kind of long. I'm gonna make these both a bit shorter. So I'm just pressing Q in this window. I'm going to unfreeze that one, see what's going on. Okay. So let's take this, and in this window, I will Control C, Control V that. And for the top part, I'm going to make that gray. I'm going to active, we'll leave it frozen actually. And then we'll make a couple more copies for the side. So Control, I mean either window really, I'm going to do it in this window though. Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to make that smaller. I'm going to activate that and then sew this to that edge. And then this edge to that edge. And I will Q, Control C, Control V. And then flip the normal. Flip these just a little bit. And then sew that to this edge. And then the other edge. Now you have to take this one and make the parts that are on the bottom. So just rotate that with this handle here and press Shift. So bring this line down to match this. Because that's going to be the length of the bottom, and if it makes it, might make it a little easier if you take another color just for the outside edges here. So we'll grab this one and we're going to sew this to this, and then this to this. And then the edges. And then you can see you can just make another for the top part, and then we will extend that. So Control C, Control V that. And this one, I'm going to keep that as the same bag color. So I'm just going to sew this part here first. Make sure you don't sew to the strap, or it's going to be the wrong length. So for this here, click on Z and then right click, and we're going to offset as pattern outline. So make sure you have your this checked, the create internal line, and then I'm going to offset it like maybe like, I don't know, 3 centimeters. So spacebar, that looks pretty good. And if you're having problems with your bag looking all like droopy and awful, you can go to your pressure settings and add pressure. So I'm going to unfreeze this, and I like this shape, so I'm not going to press spacebar with it activated, but I'm going to make some little tab parts here. And we're going to do, what are we going to do? Oh, you know what we have to do first? We have to click on this. You don't have to, but I want this to be soft. So extend this to internal, to pattern outline. And then you can click on it again, delete that so you keep your points here. And now it will be soft. So we're going to add, we're going to go Control C, Control V, and just make that a lot smaller. And let's delete these little points here. And I can't see it, so I'm going to change the color for now. And then we will make a design line, sewing line, whatever, here somewhere. Enter. And we're going to sew this to that. And I did say I wasn't going to press spacebar, didn't I? So let's, I'm going to freeze that. Perfect. What's going on with this? Oh, that's fine. So well, let's freeze that too. What are we going to do now? We're going to do we'll finish off this part here. And this is where if you want to add your free top stitching, you can, or so I like segment top stitching the best. You just click on here and then, oh no, why did I just say that? No, I like free top stitching the best. You can just add your top stitching as you go. So we're going to take that, we're going to copy that one. And add a point right in the center where you feel it lock. And then I'm going to bring that down to make a little tab. And then I'm going to Control-C, Control-V that one again. And this one I'm going to make, you know what, actually I think this time I'm going to leave it like this. You can make this a little wider for the little buckle, but I think I'm going to just leave it. So with this whole thing selected, right click and offset as pattern, oh sorry, offset as internal line. I'm going to do something really small like 0.3, just this is going to be the thickness of the buckle. And we'll go okay. And then with that selected, hover on this line, right click, and then cut and sew. And make this the fabric color. And then you can search for taffeta here. I like taffeta the best because it looks kind of metallic. And so I'm going to drag that here. So I've already changed the color to something metally. And then make sure you add. You're going to need that later. And so come down here to your metal and bring that all the way up, and then your roughness all the way down. And we're going to make sure we're on thick, textured, and then under geometry, we're going to make that 2, I think. 2 or 3, 2. And then these ones, leave this one as 0, and then I'm going to make these as like 1 enter. So I'm going to start sewing all these little pieces together. So you're going to sew this to this. The same length, because if it's, you can make it, or does that look dumb? I don't know. I kind of like it. You can leave it. But if you have it wider, just make sure you click on B, and then you know what I mean? Like you drag your line's going to have to go here, and you're going to have to put it right in the center. But I'm going to leave it as the same width because I want to. And let's bring this the same color now, I think. So at this point, what are we going to do? We did top stitching. Well, we went over top stitching. Make sure you top stitch everything. You got to top stitch. This is going to look really nice with like a lighter color. Nice thick. Make it nice and thick. We're going to unfreeze this. We're going to add... Are we going to add a zipper? Yeah, I kind of want to do zipper. All right, let's do zipper. So I'm going to click G for design line and then click here, enter. And I'm going to go and cut that. So now it gets a little interesting because the zipper adds some bumps. And you do need to add some length here if you want to, but I'm just going to go in and show you how to make a zipper. It's, I don't know, it's weird. Sometimes it's easier, like if you have a really long line, you have like necklines, it's much easier to add it in the pattern window here. I'll show you what I do, especially for coats and jackets. Don't bother trying to add it in here because that ain't gonna work. Okay, let me tell you. Add it here. So make sure you know where you want your zipper pull to be. I want mine to be up here. Where do I? No, I want my zipper pull up here. So, and then make sure it's also away from the other sewing. So you're going to click once here. You'll feel it kind of lock. So you can scroll all the way in. Click. It's very sensitive. Click once, and then here, scroll all the way in, and then click twice. 1, 2. Make sure that it looks like it has done the wrong thing. Oh no, I think that's, I don't even know, whatever. Anyways, when it's dark gray, then you can click the other side. So you click there once and then twice again. I do not know. My computer is like, it's not very happy with me. I'm going to do this one more time. Maybe we'll start with the bottom part first. I'm wondering if I should... I'm going to delete that actually. I think that might be confusing it. Confusing my zipper. All right. So I clicked once here. I'm clicking Alt. I'm holding down Alt, and then I'm just zooming in all the way here. And then, like, why does it want to? I'm like, no, I don't want to click there. I want to select here. So click twice. Yay! It actually worked this time. And then you need to click here once, and 2 clicks there. And there's your zipper. And then press spacebar, and then you're gonna have a beautiful zipper. And you might have to adjust lengths and stuff, depending on what the look that you want. One thing I do like to do is, like, I'll add a little piece of fabric here. You can add a little round tab here or a little square tab here. And I like this clean like that, so I just leave that. And then you can add, don't forget to add your second tab to the other side. And what else? You can add make this thicker. So go to your geometry and you can add like 1. And that will be it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.